Hey everybody, welcome to Go Get It by Getitlex Motivational Mindset, the podcast. So today we're back again with another interview. But today we got my girl Amber, Lady Weezy, they call her. So I know her from the streets, back in the day, all types of stuff. But when she first started doing clothes, I know it really caught my attention because she was customizing stuff. It just came out the blue. It just came out the blue on my timeline, and I really thought it was a dope idea. So it's like I just been seeing all these different clothes. I've seen the neighborhood hero. I've seen the KKK clothing line. Brands. Everybody know what's going on right now. So it's your chance to tell the people who you are and let them know what you got going
Hey y'all, my name is Lady Weezy. I'm a female local designer. Um, I hand sew clothes. I like do like remake stuff. Um I got a clothing line called KKK, uh KKK, Cool Color Kids, Cool Color King, Cool Color Queen, and Chaos Causes Karma. That's actually under En Vade Designs. En Vade Designs is actually my brand. So it's EN_VADE. The VA is for Virginia. Virginia is basically where I was raised at, and then the DE is for Delaware, where I was born at. So that's actually how I came up with En Vade Designs, because I was trying to come up with a brand that basically defines me. And everywhere I go, people always say like, "Where you from? Where you from?" And I'm like, Delaware, but I was raised in Virginia, so I really feel like I'm from Virginia because this is
on.
where I was born at, right? So they said you got different accents. I was like, you know what? Invade. But at first I said invade, but then I was like, nah, let me just make it simple. Invade. Invade Designs. So that's how I came up with Invade Designs. And the funny part about it is I actually had the KKK line before I even came up with the Invade Designs name, the En Vade Designs name, what a logo. The KKK line, I had it about since 2011. I just never did nothing with it. I never did nothing with it.
So let's go back to the beginning. So when did you actually feel like the clothes and the fashion was gonna be like for you? Like how did you get in the mix with that?
When I was little, I actually was always into fashion when I was little. When I was little, when my mom used to buy me clothes, and she used to, I used to like cut my jeans up to shorts, and just like draw pictures because I could draw real good. I used to like draw stuff on my jeans and paint on my jeans. And back in the day when we did the fair at school, they used to let us like design stuff at school, and then they used to let it be like as far as the contest. So I used to put my designs in the contest at the little fair. So I was just always into like fashion, like anything about fashion related. Like my mom, my mom sent me to school one day. I come home with something different because I was always like recreating something, like redoing it. And then I really knew that as far as like a career, I really knew that I wanted to make a career out of it once I got older. I ended up going to school in Philadelphia, the Art Institution of Philadelphia.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't go through with it, but I did a few semesters. My friend during that time, he had got killed, so I ended up coming back home. And when you in school, you can't miss for so many days. So
hmm
I had ended up missing I think I had ended up missing like a week or something like that. And I was like, there's no point in me going back. So that's why I had ended up having to drop out of the art institution in Philadelphia. So then I
okay.
came back. hmm
So the art institution was that? I know you said you could draw real good. So was that about the drawing part, or was it about the fashion part, or was it like both together?
I think it was a little bit of both for me,
Mhm.
because even though even fashion, you draw your vision, and that's what I used to do. Like I literally ever since I can remember, like elementary school, middle school, high school, I just got like a portfolio of things that I draw. Like I started off like drawing maybe like cartoon characters, or if you put something in front of my face, I can draw the exact image of it. And then I just start doing it. Oh, I start thinking of different ideas. Like maybe I want to make a dress, but it got a zipper from the bottom of the ankle to the top of the, you know what I'm saying, to the top of the chest part. So I just used to draw like different ideas in my head. So I just wanted to make something out of it. So
Yeah.
that's why I ended up going to the art institution in Philadelphia. And it was actually, even though I wasn't there that long, it was actually a good experience for me, because you would think that, okay, it's fashion design school, but so you would just think that is they're just talking about, oh, how to create something, how to sew, how to make things. Girl, they talking about the history of like back in the day stuff, like when them people used to wear tunics and stuff like that. They literally, I literally got the history of fashion
Hmm.
going there. So I never even learned how to sew while I was going there. I learned the history of fashion going to Art Institution in Philadelphia.
So how did you learn to sew then? When did that come about?
I actually taught myself how to sew. I taught before I even got a sewing machine. I used to have my mom used to have like these needles. I think she knew how to sew or something, but I did, like, if I rip something, I used to try to put it back together, because back in the day we didn't have it like that. So I wanted my good shirt, my favorite shirt. So I used to, like, if I had a hole in it, I used to with the needle and thread piece it back together. So
Okay.
then, yeah, I used to piece it back. I used to do that all the time. I started off with needle and thread before I even taught myself how to sew, and I actually learned how to sew through YouTube. I learned. I'm a good learner. Like, I'm a kinesthetic learner. Like, I can, you can teach me something, but I have to see you do it, and that's how I learn.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
hands on. A lot of people,
yeah,
that's kind of the best way I feel like. I ain't gonna say best way, everybody learn different, but when you can actually like use your hands, like I feel like that stay in your head more than like kind of, I mean,
yeah,
you can read stuff too, but I think hands on is kind of, and doing it and showing yourself like
yeah.
try to error. That's kind of like how it stick in your head more. Um, I always wanted to learn how to. So I used to ask people all the time, teach me, teach me, teach me, and I had to go to a class. But I finally learned. But like now, once I learned how to sew, it was just like so many other things that I didn't know that came with it. So
Mhm.
how were you able? Okay, you get the hand sewing, you got the machine part. So how were you able to like get the real ins and outs of how to, the stitch and the length of a certain type of stitch or whatever it's called, the surgeon and all that. How did you get that down?
I YouTube. Like, I literally self-taught myself through YouTube, because everybody is different shapes and sizes. Everybody got a different body structure. So I basically say, okay, well, if a person, I used to Google like random stuff. Like, if a person weighs 150 pounds and they're 5'2", like, what would be the length of width? What would be the length and width of, if I want to make some jeans for them? And I start writing it down. Like, if a person say, well, I wear a size 9, you got to go the inches, but you got to go all the way around, because you got to understand, if I'm making some jeans, I can say, okay, it's 18 inches across, but then you got to multiply that by 2, because the person still got to wear them. What if a person got a big butt? Now you got to add a little extra onto the back.
Mm.
So I kind of I kind of YouTube everything. Like, in the manual, when you on the sewing machine, it gives you the manual as far as the stitching, because when I first started sewing, my sister always used to get on me. She was like, you got good ideas, but she was like, your stitching is this off. And I'm like, well, I'm not the one that's stitching it, the sewing machine is stitching it. But I had to realize, like, I had to realize, like, I'm the one that's working the sewing machine. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, once I got my stitching perfect, I still won't say it's perfected, because you can learn something new and you can perfect your craft every day. But
Mm.
once I got, oh yeah, I was on it. I started doing like the zigzag stitches, and that's in, like, in the manual and YouTube. It also teaches that, like, as far as like when people be doing the different designs, they be doing the double stitches, the zigzag stitches. A lot of people, they probably do like the single line stitch. The single line stitch, it hems it together, but um like, if it's a stretchy material, you don't use the single, these AirPods chat. If it's Like if it's a stretchy material, you use a zigzag stitch because the zigzags has like the little spaces in between the triangle parts. So you it really is. It seems like it's so easy once you learn it, but it's still so much more to it. It's so much more that you got to learn. It's so much more
Yeah.
complicated. And one thing about it is time. It's time consuming. It's
Yeah.
very time consuming.
So what was one um piece or item that you made when you first started stitching that you was like really, really proud of that you can remember?
I made my niece an outfit for her birthday. So now it's a tradition. Okay, so for my niece's first birthday, I made her because I had like the designer like fabric. So I made my niece this LV bodysuit, and then she had like a little tutu to go with it. It was just so cute. I was just so proud of it. So my sister was like, "Oh, well, for now on, every time her birthday comes, you got to make her an outfit." So that's what I've been doing ever since then. But she ain't nothing before, but still, it's just like I just felt those proud moments because even if I keep going, by the time she get 18, I could be like, oh, I could build her a portfolio just off the birthday outfits that I done made her. That was something that, that I was proud of.
Right. So where can you remember a time that you challenged yourself and it kind of made you go back to the drawing board, like something that you was ready to make and you thought you had it together and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out.
Yeah. I'm always messing with that sewing machine. So you know how they have the puffer jacket? I think it's another local artist. Her name is Zanene, and she was doing like the little puffer jacket sets, like even like with the jacket with the little puffer skirt, the little bubble skirt and jacket set. So I was like, you
Mm.
know what? I was like, let me YouTube this and see if I can make this because I really had wanted one for myself. So I was, girl, I started off good, but by the time I was in that dang outfit, it was like the zipper was all the way over here on the side. Girl, it was, but I'm gonna get it. It was puffed, but it just won't fit around me. And I had to
Yeah.
understand that you gotta put is cotton inside of it. Then you got on the inside is where you got the stretchy material, but on the outside is where you got either depending on what you're using. Like maybe you might want to use like a metallic material, but you got to understand with stretchy items once you sew it, it condenses it in. So the zipper was like this. I still got the piece. I still got that piece in my fashion room because I was so mad about it. Because I was like, oh yeah, I want to make me a little puffer outfit set. I thought I was gonna be cute in my little puffer outfit, but
Yeah.
no man. Like buy me some little metallic snow boots to go with it. I,
Yes.
I still ain't,
So did
to
you?
this day I still ain't figured it out yet.
Oh, that's already. I asked you, did you ever go back and? So it was just like this ain't even for me right now. I'm just gonna.
No, I retried it. I tried it
Oh, you
like
did?
three. Yeah, I tried it like three other times, but I had got so frustrated. That's when I was like, you know what, this ain't it. I think I could accomplish it one day, but it just not right now.
So was that kind of like? Was that a time also like where you were kind of learning the fabrics too, or like, or do you kind of learn the material you using? Because I I had an experiment. I'm gonna say about my experiment, because I had I wonder where is that? I had went not knowing what I was doing. I was so excited about learning how to sew. I was like, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to make me some pants. I went to the I don't know what it's called, some type of store. I didn't know nothing about fabric, so
Mm-hmm.
I decided to buy two kinds of fabrics because I wanted to have like one leg, one color, and I don't know what made me. I don't know what made me do it right, but anyway, I end up feeling like I stretched one fabric and I stretched the other one. I'm like, okay, this will do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to sew, one fabric was like more stretchy. It was like a last, I mean, and then the other one was kind of like a damn tablecloth. Like I don't know what I
No
was doing
stretch.
out, and like so I was like, you know what? The goal is to make the pants. Forget if I can't wear it. Forget if it's not gonna work. Like at that point, I was
Right.
just like, just make the pants. Just make the pants. But I mean, I still don't know. So how did you get to kind of like learn the fabrics and what was gonna do what and what was not gonna do
Feeling the fabric, All right, so for instance, like with the stretchy fabric, a fabric could be stretchy or whatever, but it it gives you your best, what word I'm trying to say, it gives you your best usage depending on the way that you turn the fabric. All right, so you can get a stretch this way, like a good stretch this way. You can make you like a little nice little skirt, but if you stretch it this way, it may not be that elastic, going across, but it may be more elastic up and down. So
Okay.
yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
I don't know, like when I went crazy in Joann's. Like one day I was like, oh, let me go to the fabric store because I had looked up where you can get fabric from. I was like, let me go to this fabric store, and I was just going crazy, just like putting everything in my basket. I had spent like over $300 just putting stuff in my basket. Came home, I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna work, because I was just picking up stuff because it was cute. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mm-hmm.
even thinking, like you said, like not even thinking that it was gonna be okay. Well, maybe this is not the right stretch for the pants, or maybe what I'm saying. Maybe and you when they cut it at the store, you got to get them to cut it the way that you think that you're gonna do the material, or you gonna be have find yourself
Oh.
piecing the stuff together. Yeah, because they cut it like the rectangular way. They cut it the long way.
Yup.
So yeah, so when you think about it, everything you making, you is not going to necessarily be that way, because you got to think about it. Okay, what about if you making a dress? If you making a dress, that's an up and down. It's going up and down. So
Right.
it one thing about stretchy material, you gotta feel it. Just stretch it. The elasticity, whether it's what I'm saying, the elasticity left and right, up and down. And
So
then
also, mm,
cotton material is, I don't recommend cotton material. I do cotton material for like patches. Like I had brought like all this cartoon stuff, like because I feel like I'm still stuck in the 80s and the 90s chat. So I get like all
ain't
this cartoon stuff.
nothing wrong with that.
Like I get like this rug rag, these Ninja Turtle fabric and all that, but it was like cotton, but it was like I couldn't make no pants out of it. I mean, some people probably could, you know what I'm saying, but I couldn't make no pants out of it. So I was patching it inside the jeans, like cutting squares into my jeans and sewing on patches in there. Or you can make a shirt, but it ain't gonna be, you gonna feel uncomfortable. You like the stretchy
Right.
shirt, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying.
So do you gotta cut when you making, say you said somebody size 6 or 9 or whatever, somebody a certain size, right? And
Hmm.
you using a fabric that don't stretch. Does that determine, like, do you have to cut more fabric if it's not stretchy and you need it to be a certain size versus you having a stretchy fabric?
Yep. You cut more fab. You cut more fabric regardless, because you got to understand when you sewing, that may take like a inch on each side. Just imagine if you're doing a leg, that might take you might say, okay, let me do one leg 5 inches across. By the time you finish thinking you saw the leg, it'll take a half an inch off of here and then a half an inch off here. So now you stuck with about 3 inches. I can't even
Oh
get my
yeah.
leg in there. You know what I'm saying? So you
Mm,
always, when you sewing, you always cut extra fabric, because even if it's better to have enough than not enough. You see what
right.
I'm saying? Like, because
Right.
you could patch on additional pieces, but if you ain't got enough, it ain't gonna fit. Like I had made a pair of jeans one time, and I couldn't fit it because, like I said, I didn't give it enough. I done cut them jeans down the middle, and then I done patched a whole nother jean from a different pair of jeans and put it on my butt. My friends was laughing so hard, but they was like, it just looked like some patched jeans. But they was like, Weezy, really? I was like, what? I was like, my jeans split.
just, just oh,
Shoot.
so I know you were just saying like about the patches and the jeans. So what is your, like, right now? What has grown to be like your favorite thing to create? Like, I know creating is always good with a artistic person, but sometimes it's like, this is what I like to do.
Mm. I really haven't came with a favorite thing that I like to create, because I'm always like, I have a creative mind. Like, so I'm always thinking about, oh, I want to try this. My favorite thing to do is like something outside the box, or
Mm.
give me a challenge. Like I haven't found, like I know how to make like skirt sets and one pieces and jumpsuits. I did a bomb one piece for my friend, and she wore it, and she got so many compliments on it. So I love doing jumpsuits, but it's like I want more. Like I want to be able to know how to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of
Mm.
that. So I really haven't got like something that say, oh, well, this is my niche. This is what I'm gonna keep doing, because I always want to learn more stuff.
Have you made dresses yet?
Hmm.
Like I don't know, elegant something like
Not.
stuff with
Mhm.
rhinestones and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I made sequence. I made sequence, like a sequence dress, a sequence pants set. I made rhinestones because I'm extra. Like I like to I like to put this with that, and because I don't want to be like nobody. I want to be like myself. And my friends always say to me like, "Girl, you so extra," and I don't mind being extra because extra is different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I haven't did nothing like elegant because I do want to try to do like a gown or something, because I was thinking about that, because I'm supposed to be getting married next year. I really haven't set a date or whatever, but I was like, I watched this girl on Facebook, and she makes dresses, and they are so beautiful, and I was like, I probably could make a dress. I just like a wedding dress or something like that. I just never tried to, but I probably could. I know it takes time and patience to make it, but I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna challenge myself to do that. I'm gonna challenge
Yeah.
myself to do that.
Yeah, you should. You should. I don't see why not. You over there making
Right.
bubble coats and one pieces too. Go ahead, throw that dress into your resume.
Right.
Ain't nothing else. But like you say, you like to learn. You like to be creative. That's something that
Hmm.
you can check off on your list. Um.
Right.
So let's get into these clothing lines that fall under your brand.
Mm.
So being that sewing and creating was so big to you, how or why did you step into the lane of these lines, these clothing lines?
Um, because I always, me personally, I think about, okay, I want to be somebody. Like I want to have my own brand. I want something that people can look at and be like, oh, that's Weezy clothing line. Like like a Rockaware, Baby Fat, Milano. Like even though Rockaware, Baby Fat that is style now, it was at a time, and
Mhm.
everybody know who Baby Fat was by. Everybody know who was Rockaware. And I just want to have my own brand. I want to have my own name. Um, it's so funny because the chaos causes karma. That actually came from a situation that I had going on, when I had to just keep on beating this girl up, like
You said, hold
over
on,
a
keep on beating her up.
yes. she, she was bothering me, Chad. I had to
Girl,
keep
that's what
on
you
beating
got to
her
put your
up.
toes on. I'm just saying. Sometimes,
Yeah,
it's good for the soul too.
right. I had to keep on beating her up because she wanted my man. So what I'm saying, keep on bothering me. Like, don't never come for the girl. Like, what I'm saying. So I was like, you know what, this causing hell for no reason. So I was like, you know what, like when I was saying the KKK, I was like, chaos causes karma, because like she done got all the karma in the world. So I love that one. That's my favorite KKK slogan. The chaos
That
causes
one,
karma.
but it's crazy because when I
It
seen
hit
it, like
different.
that kind of hit. Yeah, and it hit, and I think it resonated with a lot of people because like you know
Yeah.
what that means. Like I think that everybody can kind of like that happens in a point in life for everybody. So I think that one kind of like everybody can feel that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really gotta allow, a regular person seeing it. We ain't really gotta break it down to them because the words speak for themselves. Um,
Right. But I okay, so let me go back to the original KKK, because I do like to give credit when it's due. Okay, so the original KKK was over 11 years, and my fiance and his cousin, his friends, they used to always say that like this, like hashtag, that they was cool colored kids or whatever the case may be. But back in the day, people wasn't really like branding slogans and stuff like that. they wasn't really branded, so because it wasn't too many local people that had a clothing line out there. But my fiance and his homeboys, they actually did have a clothing line. It wasn't really pushing how it is nowadays. It was True Boy and True Girl. So we used to wear them clothes, and they just kept on saying like, "Oh, cool color kids," and I was like, was thinking like the KKK. I was like, y'all need to brand, like y'all need to brand that KKK, that cool color kids, because that's something that, you know what I'm saying, whether it don't matter how you look at it, how you go and make the logo, that's something that people could look at and be like, you know, they want their kids to wear it. You gotta understand, like you say, Black Lives Matter, that was something to push. So time had went by, and that is that it is that cool color kids, it has stuck in my head. So I was like, you know what, he ended up saying, my fiance ended up saying, okay, well, you can have the cool color kids brand. And I was like, I don't want the cool color kids one, because that wasn't something that, you know what I'm saying, that I came up with. You know what I'm saying? That's not, it was a good catch, but it wasn't something that I came up, that if I get famous, you know what I'm saying, him or his cousin will say, oh, you, oh, what, you know, I came up with it, and I didn't want that. So I was like, okay. I start like I said, I still got a portfolio, so I started writing down like different stuff with KKK, and I really got a whole lot of like three other names that associated with KKK. I just haven't put it out there yet, because I haven't really came up with a logo for it. So then I was like, you know what, what's something that's like turning a negative into a positive, because you know KKK is originally, you know, Ku Klux Klan. So I was like, okay, what's something negative that you could turn into a positive, because that, if you do that, that's branding KKK off itself. So that's how I came up with the cool color king and the cool color queen. And then later, that's when the chaos causes karma, because I told you I had to keep on beating the girl up for the chaos. So essentially, with the KKK line, I want to keep on adding on to it. I want to keep on adding on to it, because I really feel like if somebody looking at like a KKK shirt, the thing they gonna see out the shirt is the KKK. But
Yeah.
what I did was, and my me and my brother was at home. We was at my house and we was drafting, and I had showed him a logo for my KKK. And he was like, "Yeah, that's hard. That's hard." And he was like, "You know what you should do, since you already saying, okay, you want it to be different and you want to change something from negative to positive." My brother said, "Why you don't turn one of the K's backwards?" And I was like, "That's a good idea." And that's how I came up with turning the K backwards, because now this ain't no Ku Klux Klan over here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that we turn the negative into positive. So like with that, like I really had like help and, you know, support on it.
I think it's super dope. Like when I and it's like I caught it instantly, and I know other people did too when they seen the KKK. I know that you can already see what direction it was going in by turning something that somebody already gonna associate with something being so negative into positive. And I think at the time when you dropped it, I think that's when all the stuff was going on with
It
the, like
was.
it was like at an all time high in the
Yeah.
community with the colored people. I say colored. I mean, you know what I'm
I
saying,
know what
with
you're
the
saying,
black
cause
people.
you're right. That's I know what you're saying, because you're right. That is when I dropped it. When all that commotion was going on, and they was doing the riots downtown.
Mm,
Yeah, I did. I did.
yeah, so I mean, that was the perfect time and perfect situation to do that. I think it's a genius. Um, so how how would you? I mean, we know our friends, you know, our community, our people. You know, they're gonna support, but the people that really need to support is the people that don't, that's drawn to your stuff. You know, take away your friends and the people who already know you. So how were you able to like market it and put it out there for people um to, you know, want to buy it and want to be a part of your movement?
Let me say this about the support part. No pun intended to nobody. So the thing about the support, and this is where you know, this is where I feel like my issue coming at, as far as, you know, me stopping and then me starting up again, or me procrastinating as far as putting the line out. the people that you want to support you are the people who don't support you. One thing I never been is a dick rider. Excuse my English. But one thing I never been was that. So for me to see certain people and they know who they are. So I don't even have to go too far in details. But for me to see certain people support other people because that's what's trending for the moment, and they're local people too. That because that's what's trending for the moment. That's what's going on. Oh, everybody wearing this. Let me go get this. But me as your friend and you not supporting me how I would do you, no. My biggest support comes from my family. My biggest my sisters. My mom is my number one supporter. My mom is my number one supporter. My fiance, my sisters, and my brother. Those are my supporters right there. So strangely, besides them, strangers are my supporters. Oh, and
Okay.
I do got one friend because I like to give credit when it's due. I do got one friend who's a great supporter. She's a great supporter. She'll get her friends to put it on. She'll put it on her page. Because even if you got 50 followers, it doesn't hurt for you to to post it on your page, even if this is something that you don't wear. Because everybody got a different style. You know what I'm saying? Even
Mhm.
if this is something that you don't wear or this something but because that's how I would do. Like it may be something that I can't support you on, but I'm gonna show you support in other ways. Like I have a homegirl who bakes cakes and does treats. I only hit her up once a year, and that's like around my birthday or my fiance birthday to make me something. But throughout the year, I'm not able to support her, financially. But when somebody say, "Oh, who do cakes?" I tag her, Shaquina. Who do treats? I tag her because I feel like that's my way of showing support. I support people that support me. I'm not going to dick ride nobody. Like
That's right.
that. That's just not going to happen. So as far as support, yeah, my family support me, but the people that I was expecting to support, because even if you got to understand, even if you have the outlet to it, you may have more followers than me. You know what I'm saying? So even if you had that outlet, because if I'm on, you gonna be on. You see what I'm saying? So you could say, I will. This person got 1 million followers. I only got 500. You know what I'm saying? Post me on your page. You know what I'm saying? Post me on your page because in the long run, it'll be beneficial to you. But even if it ain't beneficial to you, support me as your friend.
Mhm. And it really don't take nothing. I think that's a big thing that's been consistent on this podcast. Like a lot of people that came on here and they spoke about that same thing, and it's just a thing now. Like people that's older than you or might have been just different all types of people that have been on here. It's just consistent that um your biggest supporters are gonna be strangers. That's fact.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it is right now. Like you said, I don't hold nothing. I mean, that's just how it's gonna rock. And it's sad. Everybody not really cut from the cloth to do do as you would do to them. You see,
Right.
everybody not cut like that. So, but I mean, and I think that speaks for itself too when it comes down to business. When you got good business and you got a good product, then that's undeniable to anybody. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
and those people that didn't support you are just gonna be on the back burner while you climb up that ladder. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
kind of and it kind of just all reveal who was who was the riding bunch, the riding one in the bunch. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's good. It'd be so good for me to hear that too. Like, and I think it'd be good for other people who be watching the podcast to like hear that because it's like the more you hear that, the more you okay with it. And it be
Yep.
like, all right, I'm gonna be about my business. I'm gonna be about my people. I'm gonna be about my business.
That's what
The
I had to
people can have
learn.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I had to learn. And another thing with support is, believe it or not, like, I mean, I'm a female, so of course more females are gonna support me. So that's one thing I'm trying to cross over is getting men support because like my fiance, he got a clothing line. His clothing line is Neighborhood Heroes. Everybody around the hood, they buy his clothes. My people's buy his clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because I y'all gonna get his shit because we is a we, type shit.
Yeah,
Like, you know what
team,
I'm
right.
saying? Right, you know what I'm saying? So on his side, he got both sides. He got my people's and he got his people's. You know what I'm saying? But on my side, like the men is rare to support. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like an ego thing, or, you know, they see it coming from a female, or I don't know, maybe my logo is feminine. I don't know. But it's like I have less male supporters. And I'm with my En Vade logo that I just dropped. Surprisingly, like a lot of people, like a lot of men hit me up like, yo, you got some outfits, you got some shirts. And I was surprised because when I put that order in, when I had did the En Vade logo, the one that I recently dropped, I got the shirt on now, and then I got the pants that say En Vade
Oh
Designs.
yeah.
But
Oh
I got this,
yeah.
I put, since this is too girly, you know, because it's basically
Mhm.
this logo right here is basically it's supposed to be like a reflection of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I put the patch on the male shirt, I had only did two shirts. Because anytime I do something, I do one for my fiance so that he could put it on and, you know, promote it for the males or whatever. So I was surprised that I got so much feedback. So that's the only reason why I pushed my drop date, because I was like, okay, so, you know, so the niggas is fucking with this one right here. So okay, let me go ahead and get some male merch out. Because one thing about it is I want females, I want males, I want the LGBT community, I want kids. I I want mine to be where everybody feel like they can wear it. I don't want
Yeah.
mine to they feel like, oh well, females only can wear it, or, you know, men only can wear it. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to get more male supporters. I really do.
Yeah. And I think you did. I think you did the right thing, to be honest with you, because that is how it be sometimes. Because when I had my stuff and I was just having this face on it, the men was hitting me and was just like, you got anything for the men? I'm like,
Hmm.
well, yeah, I know you don't want to put that on. So I had just went with the letters, just the regular old letters, and then I got a lot more um feedback and stuff. So yeah, like I
Hmm.
think sometimes you just gotta play with it a little bit, but you already know that. I mean, play with it and get a people a tester, and then you see who like what you can do with it. But you got it down pat. Just gotta maneuver with it sometimes and figure out, a way to do it where you
Hmm.
don't gamble yourself and what you
Right.
like and still be able to cater to everybody.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
that patch on the pants, I think that's dope. You got like you doing jumpsuits, sweaters, hoodies with that?
Everything. I got sweatsuits. Well, right now, because the Invade logo, the Invade design logo, I actually didn't even. This was like a recent decision that I just made. Like, as far as like really branding the Invade as itself. So most of the stuff that I got, it was just like tester items. So I got like maybe
Oh,
like
I messed up. What happened?
it went
Can you
out.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, my thing went out.
Oh,
Somebody.
yeah, I can hear you.
All right, can
I
you hear
don't
me
even
now?
know if my. Uh-huh.
Oh, my thing. I don't know my Bluetooth. So you could just hear me regular.
Uh-huh.
Okay, forget it. We just gonna rock out like this then. I don't know what's going on with my things.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I can hear you the same.
huh?
I can hear you the same.
Oh, well, shit. I just my thing. Oh, what? Somebody called me, and when people call or whatever,
Yeah.
it'll knock my sound out. So it kind of like disconnected my things or whatever. But as long as you can hear me, we good because I can hear you
Oh
too.
yeah,
So
I can hear you.
we straight. So you
Mm.
say you got hoodies.
Yeah, I got two hoodie sets. I got shirts. I got a few shirts, and I'm a colorful person, so anything I put out is gonna be like some colors to it. Like I got this is one of my shirts.
Ah, that's cute.
This is an En Vade design shirt.
Oh, I like that. I like the colors though. I like the
Thank you.
colors.
I Girl, I love colors. Like it's something about me and colors. Like I
But it's
just
like the
love
colors
colors.
help you. I mean, all right, now don't get me
Exactly.
twisted. Like I love black. I wear black all the time. But when you ready to get jazzy, yeah. See, that's those colors remind
Hmm.
me of like Fresh Prince of Bel Air or like some
Yeah.
old. I don't know, like some,
Right.
like you said, like the '90s, whatever. Like that's
Let me show you
dope.
my. Let me show my chaos causes karma shirt. I got I got sets and everything that once I drop it, because I want to have some models. I want to have some bad models like that they could be able to wear my shit.
Yeah,
This is
I like that.
you see how the chaos causes karma. Look at
Oh
the
yeah, I
hula hoop.
like that.
Look at the
It
hula hoop
look
emoji.
embroidered. It look like it's
Ah,
embroidered. I don't know if it just the way the logo giving that embroidered look.
yeah, and it's so crazy because I created these designs. I created
Oh,
these designs myself on my laptop. Like I try to come up with like different ideas. This is this right here is embroidered. These is pants.
ooh, and that go with what that go with?
Hold on. If this my AirPod keep on falling out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so these pants. This say En Vade. Hold on. My camera fucked up.
I
En
love it.
Vade. It goes with this. You got the
That's
logo.
a patch.
Uh-huh.
So how much is that set?
This set is 70. And this
Okay.
set is the sets with the double patches is because of course, you got to get your money's worth because you got to understand production, the cost of labor, how much it costs to get the patches. And I actually put the patches on myself. I just ordered them. I got somebody to make. I got them customized. I got somebody to make them, and then I put the patches on myself on the outfits. Then I got to order the outfits separately. So it's no. I'm not taking no loss. Like what
Oh
I'm
no,
saying.
you shouldn't. But you know what?
You
It's
feel
worth it though
me?
because somebody can go
Yep.
out here and just sell a regular screen print or a regular what is it called?
Yep.
Um Vinyl
The
heat
Yeah,
press
or the
set
direct the garment.
for $80, $90. So with a patch, I'll definitely pay $70 for an outfit that got some
Yeah,
patches on it.
girl, the men do it all the time. Up pricing their stuff for just one thing on one piece of item on a shirt.
So for people like me who got like stomach that that fall out a little bit, you got
Hmm.
like regular sweatshirts that can go with the pants, like they
Yeah,
don't show your stomach.
I, yeah, I ain't got it right here, but
Cause that's
yeah,
what that's what I'm gonna need. I can't.
you can't really see. I got the sweatpants on right now, but I don't. I just put this shirt on because I'm in the house, but I got a sweatshirt to go to these pants. So
So
yeah, I
you
got
got the one that go across the middle part, and then you got the one that go down the leg, right?
right, and then I got the one with the logo on the wording across the shirt and then the logo. I try to mix and match it so everything won't look the same. Like just different designs. It's still the same patches, but I might want to put the girl on the pants or put the logo that come across my front part, or I might want to put it on the shirt. But just
Yeah.
try to create different looks,
Yeah, so
different
that
looks.
and for real, that's dope. So that when people do get their stuff, they know that it was only a couple of them she made like this, or
Exactly.
everything. Yeah, because like a lot of people like to be when they have stuff, they don't like for that many people to have it, or it's a good feeling to have something that's you can walk down the street and be like, oh, that's dope. But it's different from mine. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. Yeah, okay.
But you want to know
That's
what
a good
people do?
feeling. Especially when you put some
Yeah.
clothes on, you ready to go somewhere.
Exactly.
You
Like
don't want everybody in
I
that
had
jank look like you.
right. So I had got like I said, I only did two male shirts, but I had my fiance. I had got him one customized, and then my brother ended up coming over here. He was like, "Oh, no, I want that one." I was like, "I can order you a different color." So he was like, "No, I want the one slim guy." But I was like, "I'm gonna order you a different color." Because I like for people to look different. But
Yeah.
it's nothing wrong with everybody having the same outfit on or the same sweatsuit on, because it's a brand at the end of the day. But at the same time, I like for people to have different looks.
Yeah. And I think your whole strategy and everything is probably what's gonna. I mean, I know your strategy and being different is something is it been catchy, but I think now it's even more catchy. You really can't go wrong with clothes. Like people put whatever they want to
Yeah,
put on, and they look flat in it. People
yeah.
mix and match all the time, and it gives for that person. So I think that on top of you customizing stuff and people, so yeah, so say for instance somebody do get one of your sweatsuits, and being that you do customize, will you like customize a sweatsuit for them? Like, maybe they want the patches on there or they want something else on there, they name on the back. Like, do you do stuff like that?
I could, I could. It depends. Like I did one for my niece's birthday and for my nephew when he was born as like a baby shower gift. But those ones are with vinyl, so those are the ones where if they want their name on it, because the embroidered look, that's a whole nother order that you got to put in. Oh, well, they want their
Yeah.
embroidered with their name on it. I don't. The sewing machine doesn't do that. It
Right.
doesn't give you that embroidered look. That's a whole nother machine that costs like over maybe $5,000 to $12,000. Like that's a whole nother machine. But I want it because I want to be able to do my own embroidery. Like I be looking at embroidery machines online all the time. And once I get enough money, once I make it to where I need to make it and get enough money, I'm gonna get me an embroidery machine because I want to do that. But as far as like if people want like custom T-shirts and stuff like with their name or a certain design, that's I do that through vinyl because that could be
Okay.
done on a computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how do people, for the people who watching or people who don't know you, how can they reach you to order stuff from you?
They can go to my Instagram page, and it's gonna be EN_VADE_designs with the S, like DESIGNS designs. And I also got a Facebook page that is linked to my En Vade Designs, and it's Lady Weezy, Lady Space Weezy. But it's also connected through my other Facebook page because when I post stuff, I like it to go here, here, and here because the same I don't really have the same followers. Like some of them is the same followers, but some of them ain't. They be like, okay, well, um, did you see it on Instagram when I posted it? They be like, no, I only follow you on Facebook. So I connect my websites just in case you might not see it on Instagram, but you'll see it on Facebook. And my other Facebook page is Amber, but it's AMBURRRR space Brown. And then I got 4 pages all together, and then I got the life size underscore Weezy Instagram page. But the main page to go on is the En Vade Designs page, and then the Lady Weezy page on Facebook, En Vade Designs on Instagram.
Okay, so um all your so which so all your stuff like that you have available is on which one?
All of them.
On all of them. Okay, so they can just go
Yeah,
in there and they'll see everything you have.
right.
Okay.
What I posted because I haven't put it En Vade Design clothing line. I haven't posted everything yet because I'm still waiting on some more male clothes. Being though, it was a hit for the males too. So I'm still waiting on that to come in, and then I'm gonna put that out together because I want to do like maybe like a fashion show, this something where people because you could see an outfit all day, but it look better to somebody if they see somebody else wear it. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that look good on you. Oh, I want one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to have models to be able to present.
No question. That's always. I was just talking about that to one of my colleagues the other day. Like, yeah, and also like when you see stuff in person and like you said, like you really like see it put together.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might shake that jank better than somebody else, and you just so happen to see that one person that shake that jank to death, and
Facts,
I need it. Like I need it in my life.
facts.
So is everything like hand to hand transactions between you, or is like you shipping? How you doing it for people who want to order?
For local people, if you like Richmond or Petersburg, I could meet you. We could link to get it, or but if you out of state, yeah, I ship it and I just add like a shipping charge. But I'm actually working on a website because at first I had my clothes on Etsy where I was selling clothes, but I'm actually working on transfer transferring it over to another website where I could just add the link into my profile and then you could order it on there. So I'm not really getting like a whole lot of customers where I feel like, okay, this is getting too hectic. I can't handle it myself because right now I can handle it myself.
That's right. That's right. You
Mm-hmm.
got it all together. I mean, everything, um, everything just it's a great. Everything is a great concept. I'm waiting for your website.
I ain't gonna stay away for your website. I just need to get me I like black. Like I don't know why like I like black. I just always something about a
You
black
always
sweatsuit
have.
is huh?
I said you always have.
Oh here we hold on girl. Oh wait a minute. The camera went on.
It went out. Can you hear me?
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I said I don't know what happened. But what I was saying was I said you always loved black.
Oh I can't hear you. Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Uh oh, this thing sound crazy. Hold on. Hold on.
I hear you.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Maybe it's just can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What it is? Maybe it's my thing.
I can hear you real good. I can hear you.
I forget it. I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yo, it's like a robot.
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can disconnect my headset.
It sounds like a robot.
Hold on. Say something.
Why do it sound like that? Hold on. Hold on. Go out and come back in. Okay, y'all. So y'all already know it's always something that happens to my something always going on, but we ain't gonna let it stop this show.
Hear me?
Alright, boom, I can hear you there. That Jake was it sounded like a robot, like I thought it was my earpods. It was like like that shit was sounding
And I
crazy.
can't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's always something. It's something always be trying to stop the shine or what I got going on.
Exactly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, damn. Um, but wait a minute. Let me put this up here on the screen so you can answer this. You see that?
Oh, did I talk about the jackets I made? No, I didn't. Cause I do so much. I did revamp jackets. Like I was ordering like jean jackets and different color patch jackets and shirts, and I was painting stuff. Like say for instance, if you say, okay, who are you? What defines you? I'm Getitlex. I like black, and you just give me words that describe you. So remember I told you that I can draw and stuff. So I was going in and revamping jackets. Like I'm putting your name on there, putting words that describe you, whatever colors that you want to use. I was sewing like different patches, whatever people want. I actually still do that. So I did. I'm glad she commented that because I actually did forget about that collection that I did. I did that last year, and I did some in the summertime. But those, so now I could say those was like one of the favorite things that I designed because I don't know how I forgot about that. But those was one of the favorite things that I did design is when I was doing like the revamp of the jackets and putting the little fur on the collar, putting the fur on the sleeve, and putting like different patches on there, and like it was just like it was like maybe it was like vulgar stuff or just whatever stuff that stand out. Like I did a jacket that said "fuck off" on the back, and it just had other stuff like "boss bitch" right here, HBIC, or just different stuff. And I had ordered patches that was related to it was like theme jackets. Like if I wanted to do like maybe like a 90s 80s jacket, like it was like different theme jackets. Not even jackets, it was shirts. I had the shirts. I had did shirts, jackets. I had did jeans. Yeah, so
Hold on, my partner's had he ready to. I'm about to put his. He got a clothing line. I had did his interview like 2 weeks ago, I think. But he said he ready to add you. I'm sure it's because some custom stuff. Everybody want custom stuff nowadays. So I don't know. I'm just speculating.
oh,
Maybe that.
add,
But yeah, he ready to add you. So um, yeah. So with the dropping all these your pieces and everything you dropping, you still gonna be out here customizing and stuff that's on the En Vade design part, right? Like you still
right,
gonna be doing these hand in hand.
right, because the En Vade Designs. My fiance just brought me one of my jackets. Hold on, this was one jacket that I did.
Ooh. Oh shoot.
You got the fur on
Oh,
the
that's dope. That's the fur on the collar.
the fur,
Ah.
and
Oh
then
yeah.
he gonna bring me the jacket I did for him.
Oh yeah, that ain't sweet. Dude, what is that?
Had the True Boy design had say True Boy. And then they got his name Slim G, and it just got different words on there.
Oh, that's sweet.
He does music, so the name of each of his mixtape is written all over the jacket, like for different mixtapes that he did. It's
Oh,
written
that's sweet.
all over the jacket.
Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, oh, that's tight. Oh, so wait a minute. Okay, so her page on on.
Instagram is EN_VADE_designs with an S at the end. Cause that's where I'm gonna post them. I post the most on Instagram. It just links to my Facebook page.
He said he wants some jackets done,
Okay.
so he'll reach out to you on Instagram.
Right. And normally, let me say this, because you people have to understand this is customized items. So this is not like no 2 to 3 day turnaround time. Like so if it's like a customized items where I maybe gotta order some stuff or I may gotta get the paint or well I got the paint ready because I had just ordered like a whole lot of stuff like within the last 2 months. But like my turnaround time, I tell everybody is 2 weeks. 2 weeks is my turnaround time. So if you want something maybe for like your kid's birthday party or just anything or just something that you just want to wear, it's a 2 week turnaround time. So you have to give yourself time to say, okay, well, let me put the order in this day. And you know what I'm saying? Just give me 2 weeks and you got your order. But if it's something that I got on hand, of course you can get it if it's on hand. If it's something that I customize myself without somebody else having to say, okay, well, I want it this way. But if it's something that I customize myself like that jacket, it's on hand. So that ain't no two week turnaround time.
Oh no, that's a good time though. I mean, I think that's what anything. You need time to get everything.
Mm-hmm.
If it's rushed, I don't even believe it. Nothing. If I want somebody to make something, I don't even believe if it's in like 3 or 4 days, I'd be like,
Yeah.
like, ain't you busy?
Yeah.
Like, don't you? I got other stuff going on. I know you ain't just throw my shit together like that. I mean, I don't know, but I think you learn, you live and you learn. A lot of things come with time. So a lot of the best things that's made are made with with love and stuff. It take a little
Yeah.
time. So that's definitely understandable. 2 weeks is nothing, for
Right.
something that's custom
Got
and
a lot
that
in I,
huh?
I said I feel like me and you got a lot in common. We know we been knowing each other for a good little minute through mutual people, and I've been watching you. I seen when you had first dropped the Go Get It Lex, and you know what I'm saying. You think outside the box too. You don't just think about no regular stuff now. You think about stuff outside the box, and that's what I like. I like creativity.
Yeah.
I like people that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like a different, like weird, but something that's different, because that's the one that's gonna stand out. If somebody looking at it, they could be like, oh no, I want that one, because they know ain't nobody else gonna have it. And I see that in you too. Like you like different stuff.
No question. Like you said, it's like I'm not gonna go the way if everybody going right and they saying, all right, right is the way to go here. I'm gonna go left and I'm gonna figure out my own way. And then if I encounter hurdles and stuff like that, it's like, all right, I gotta deal with that because I chose to not follow what everybody else said. I don't know what they dealing with going right, but I gotta deal with whatever I'm gonna deal with going left. And you know, it's if it's not at the common meeting place, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And even with this podcast, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I still don't have the time. I just know that I feel like it's a need for people and in their businesses to be showcased and appreciated, no matter how big or how small. I think that means a lot to the community because a lot of people is doing things that they think is mediocre, but to the next person, it's a real big deal. And I think that that's what needs to be talked about. So people always used to be like, did you go watch this person podcast to see? No, I didn't, because I don't want to fit into whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like what everybody else doing because that's them. Like, just let me
Yeah.
do this. And if it's meeting what I needed to meet, which it is, by letting people hear other people's stories, then that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? Even with this, I put all this on the back burner, all my clothing that I'm trying to do, I put that on the back burner because what I'm doing have a bigger purpose. And by the time I finish building these relationships with y'all, the people that came on here, I already have a good following. I already have people that want to buy my stuff because I'm doing something that's genuine.
That.
And this right here is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like talking to you, people need to hear you. Like people, I'm sure people follow you. I know people buy your stuff,
Mm,
but sometimes people meet you where you at and don't realize that you came through something too. Like, you might have had to try at what you're doing a couple of times and fail and still be passionate about your goal, your mission.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's dope. Like I said, I know me and you talked about some designs. I think you was making a jacket one time and I was like, I don't know about some sleeves or something on a jean jacket. I don't know. We was talking about it through Instagram when I seen one of your posts, I don't know, two,
Yeah.
3 years ago or
Mm,
whatever. So I don't know. I just think everything you're doing is dope. And I see that it's your time just like it's everybody else's time. I mean, when it comes to business and people need to hear the Amber, the Lady Weezy, that's where you at now, so that when it's up here, it's like, I go back and look at
right.
my you know what I'm saying,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
go
That's
back and check my
like
story out.
us,
It's on
us as
YouTube.
females, it's not even, just it's not even subjecting males out of the situation, but us as females, like we gotta go harder, like, because we really can go, we really, really, really can go far. And being in Richmond, a lot of people look, they see it and they be like, okay, Richmond is dead end. So that's the first lack of motivation. But you gotta get outside of Richmond. If Richmond is dead end, you gotta get outside of Richmond and try to make connects anywhere. I love networking with people. Long as they ain't shady or want to be in my presence for the wrong reasons. Like I love networking with other people. I love working with new people because you'll never know who this person could connect you with. And as far as you doing your podcast, that's a good thing. Because you could go far with that. Everybody. like you said, everybody got a story to tell. Everybody, you know, want to talk because a lot of people ain't being heard. Like Richmond is full of dick riding. Girl, if I say this one more time, I say it again. Dick riding. Richmond,
Yeah.
for real. Richmond is just full of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of talent here, but a lot of people don't get the recognition, or a lot of people don't get that, and I just want to let them know, don't be discouraged, because I was at times, you know, even though I'm a pretty female and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like when you get unmotivated with stuff like that, you get unmotivated with the lack of support. You get unmotivated because you get looked over because you're a female. You get, you know, that's why I'm a big procrastinator, and I know that, and I know that's one reason why I'm not farther than where I could be, is because I'm a big procrastinator. But I tend to procrastinate because I be thinking, it's not that I care about what people gonna say or how people, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do regardless, because I know I'm different and I like loud colors and stuff. But it's like you be thinking like, okay, is this person gonna support you, or is this person, or you know what I'm saying? But I had to realize you ain't gonna get nowhere like that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
gonna
just like you
that's gonna
gotta do you and be confident about what you're doing, and
yeah,
then all them people just gonna flock to you. Like people see, like, it's it's sad to say, but like people see when you ready to move. Like people see before you see what you ready to do, and then that's when people want to flock to you and want to, like, oh yeah, I want to be the first to be. Let me go ahead and buy this because I know she ready to blow whatever.
yeah,
Okay, if that's what it is, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. Then that's what it's gonna be. But you that's go back to networking, because you said you like the networking. It's a lot of events coming up that's networking events that I know, like some people that been on my podcast, the girl Nikki. It's a lot of networking events. She did one like a week or two ago, and it was really really dope. Like,
mm,
I'm not even a people person. Like in person, like it's hard for me to talk to people in person. But that event was so good because it helped people break boundaries, and people was kind of mixing, mingling, and talking.
yeah,
But she got another one coming up in December, and I think there'll be a very very good look for you in that. You know, for you to be able to mix and mingle with a lot of people that that's in the city that maybe you don't know, and that got
yeah.
stuff, and just different type of people. I think that'll be a good look for you, and I really think it's gonna be a lot more that coming up. Pop-up shops and stuff, all that's cool, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
mm,
really. It's the motive is not really about the networking. It's about people selling their product, and if you
right,
come in the bag, you come in the bag. It's not really about building relationships. So I
right.
think a lot of more networking stuff is ready to come about, because it really is needed. And
Mm-hmm.
and whatever I know about networking, and if I ever, people put me on, I'm gonna pass that on to you, because that's what you want to do. You already spoke on networking, so anything that come my way that got to do with people mixing, mingling, I'm gonna make sure I drop that on you.
I appreciate that, and I
No
can.
question.
Is it okay if I can send, if I know other people that has businesses, send them your way?
Yes,
So
send it my way.
that goes, that I support people who support me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, that's what I'm here for. Send
you
it my way. I would love
right,
to. I would. That's what I'm doing. I'm meeting people. I'm. This is my way of networking. And letting other people meet. Because once people go to my page and it say, and you go click on videos, it's none but people, and telling their story. So that's way other people that don't know you, they're gonna be clicking on your story every day, listening to what you got to say.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
big, like you gonna get big and you gonna get far with this podcast.
it ain't even about me. It's about my people. Like, I feel like this is my way. I didn't took from the community for so many years by doing the things I didn't did, and this is my way to pour back. You know what I'm saying? This is my way to pour back, and not only that, I'm learning as well. Like, I'm learning what it's like to be an adult and be legit and do something positive for once. Like, it's an overwhelming feeling to be known for something good versus doing some bad. You know what I'm saying?
I
As an adult. So that's all I want from it. You know what I'm
look,
saying? I just want people to
I,
look at me and know that I ain't, I'm salute. Like,
right.
me.
Everybody got to tell. Like, so trust me, I'd have been there. I'd have been locked up, but keep on getting in trouble, going back and forth to court. Girl, I was sick of it. I was
It's
just sick of it.
like I'm still paying fines now. Like, God, but that's cool though. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get knock them out. For I bet a job I was working at 2 years straight. I never seen a real regular paycheck because they always garnishing me for some fines. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
That's some shit I did, and that's cool. Like it's gonna be over with one day. I'm just paying my way out the system, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But to put the icing on the cake, I'm able to kick it and have genuine, a genuine dialogue with people about something that I'm so passionate about, and that's learning, that's business,
Right.
that's people being able to tell other people that you can do it because I did it, and even if it don't happen overnight, it's gonna happen. And I think nowadays in society, people only get the good part posted on social media. They only see the cars and the clothes. Don't nobody really like to showcase the bad or the down, and damn, I had to scramble and I can't buy the new Jordans this time because I gotta pay for this, and instead of putting this check into this, I'm gonna put it into my business. Like people don't really like to talk about that too tough. So this is the outlet for it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is what
Definitely
this what it's built for.
ain't cheap. You got it like they say you got to pay to play because it definitely ain't cheap. You have to put that money behind your business. Like, yeah, people think that, and I done seen so many people like when I have first started doing clothes, and it was like, well, how much is this that? And I was saying like maybe I was really like lowballing people, like maybe like $40 or something, or maybe like $50. But the whole time I done spent $40 just on the fabric, or I didn't spend more on the fabric, but that was just because I wanted to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? I was
Yep.
taking a big loss.
Yep.
It was like I had it to take a loss at the time, but it's like at the end of the day, how many losses do you take before you gain? Like I gotta like I was to a point where I was you know how the celebrities, they be having their PO boxes on like Instagram and stuff. Like, send them stuff, but it's like, am I really gonna benefit from that? Like if they receive it, is they gonna wear it or tag me in the, what I'm saying, Instagram? So I was like, you just gotta figure out what's the best route and what's the best option for you. Because like you said, it is some hard days now. It's some hard days where you just want to give up, and then there's some good days. We be like, oh, now let me do this because girl,
Yep.
I
Yep.
I go through this. Like people don't really know unless what I'm saying. But I go through this. Like one day I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't gonna do this or whatever. Next day I was like, oh nah, because this is my talent. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, the devil will try to put a negative spirit your way, like a person that feel like you ain't gonna make it, a person that you know what I'm saying. I had a friend, we ain't cool no more, but you know what I'm saying, when we was friends, you was my biggest fan, but now that we falling out, oh, you not gonna be nobody, you just gonna be this local Richmond person. Oh, but long as you know I'm gonna be somebody, like,
Yeah.
it's from Richmond, whether, you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's always gonna be like a negative energy that come your way, or you know what I'm saying, you just can't let that get to you. You just got to keep on doing, you keep on pushing, make your mark, make your name, and hopefully one day, even though Milano, you know what I'm saying, look at her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you just don't never know when your time coming. And I hate when people say, oh well, you've been doing this for this long, or you know what I'm saying, your time's coming, or you too old to do this, or you know what I'm saying. It's fashion designers they old, you know what I'm saying, they might have been doing it for like 20 years, but when they was doing it, they was 50, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't put no age limit on that stuff, because you don't never know when your time is gonna come.
And let me use an example why you say that. So the dude that created Squid Games, I don't know if you know. I never watched the shit. It's nothing
I,
that
I,
attracts me to it.
but I know what you talk about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I heard a story the other day that he been trying for 10 years, or he tried 10 times, I think, to get somebody to pick that story up, to pick his.
Really?
Yeah, he tried a certain amount of times and it kept getting shut down. So then finally Netflix picked it up. And
Mm.
then it became number one
Yeah.
all over the world. And he older than us, I think. Yeah, he an older Chinese dude, I think. But he tried. Like,
Right.
that would be discouraging. I don't know if it was 10 years or 10 times, whatever. 10. 10. That's a lot of times,
That's
goddamn it.
because
Or
I
years or whatever.
backstory of it. I
Huh?
I said I never knew the backstory of it. I watched like maybe like 2 episodes, but I wasn't interested. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I never knew the backstory of that.
I just, matter of fact, I'm a um
That's
I
interesting.
just heard it. I don't know what I was looking at. Um, I was looking at it on somewhere and it just popped up. I don't know if it was just like a storyline or whatever. Um, but it was just it caught my attention when they said it. I was like, Dad,
Mm-hmm.
like so he never gave up. Like he just kept trying to push his story. And here I'm looking at it on my iPad, and it was like he was in so much like financial. He was in a financial crisis. Like that's how much it said he had to sell his laptop due to the financial crisis.
Dang,
Like he was deep in why he trying to get somebody to buy his story, and then Netflix ended up picking it up.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But
like so.
you had said something earlier. I had meant to comment on that when you was saying that when everybody go right, you go left.
Mm-hmm.
I do that too. But I say that to say was because I was watching like a documentary on it was I think it was Missy Elliott. It was somebody in that camp that got affiliated with Missy Elliott. And she was basically saying they used to have to sit in the studio and they couldn't listen to nobody music. They couldn't listen to nobody music but their own music. And that's how they that's how they made the best songs. Like they didn't like when people would say, oh, you know this song, they didn't know the other people's songs because they wasn't allowed to listen to nobody else's songs. But that made them successful. That made them successful. That made they sound different. So it doesn't hurt to go the opposite way sometimes.
Yeah, 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 and I think a lot of times going the opposite way is the difference between succeeding and failing.
Yeah,
But it's what you make it.
yeah,
It's what you make it. You can keep up with them if you want and listen to what they saying, or you can just figure it out on your own and
right,
be accepting. Because either way, you gotta you go either way you go, you got life lessons you gotta learn.
right.
So which one is it? And a lot of times more you appreciate when you learn on your own. Yeah, my mama done told me several times not to do this. All right, I did it
Yeah.
anyway,
But
and I had to learn my lesson. So everything is way more valuable to me.
right,
Time, life is way more valuable because I had to learn these lessons on my own.
yeah,
So you can't always go by what everybody else says. You can't always just listen. Hard being hard headed sometimes pays off. You know what I'm
it
saying?
it do. It,
It just depends on how you built.
and I try. Um, sometimes sometimes I use different outlets. You know what I'm saying? Like Ti said, like he was doing before he was rapping, he was doing something else, but he was only doing that. I think it had something to do with like radio or something, but he was only doing that just so he could be get in it, put his foot in the door to become an artist. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm glad that I got different talents. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
glad that I can draw. I'm glad that I do music because I feel like one of these things is gonna get me into the door to do what I really want to do. Because
yeah,
I could go with my music, you know what I'm saying? But and then once I get my foot in the door, oh, I I do clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not a bad idea either when other people got other talents that you can use this talent that's making some noise to put you in the door and then you go for what you really want to do. A lot
yeah.
of artists do that too, but they start wanting to be actresses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a hidden talent.
Money is green.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever way you get it,
Period.
it's gonna be green unless it's Bitcoin. But
Right. It,
but yeah, like a lot of the people, most successful people right now are multi-talented. They all over the place with it. And it's like that's no limit. It's no restriction to what you can get and what you want to do when once you get your foot in the door. If you built like that, a lot of people that only got one talent is the people who out here scrant. I mean, they don't know what to do. Models who can't model no more because that's all they invested their time in is being a model. So they don't know what else can they do. They just somewhere.
once the gig's up, that's
Yeah, they just
right
somewhere
up.
just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I think now out of this is the time though you can where you embrace and you try and if it don't work for you then it's not for you, but you gotta try first. Nothing be
Fact.
a failure but a try. You know, and I think the pandemic too. The pandemic turned a lot of these people who ain't know what they was gonna do into multimillionaires, into businessmen, into business owners. You know,
Yeah.
because they tried.
I appreciated the pandemic for real.
Mm.
I really did appreciate the pandemic because I feel like it even though we was in a crisis, it really did help a lot of people to it kind of, you know, when you're back against the wall, you ain't gonna keep back against the wall forever. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get up out that jam. And I feel like a lot of people like really did something. Like even people that was like comfortable with their situations, they had to make something shake. And I feel like we needed that reset for real. For real.
Yeah,
Needed it.
I think it kind of humbled a lot of people on um not being comfortable and just living one type of way, and it did for those who it was meant for. You know, those who wasn't. I ain't gonna. You know, some people just weak. I mean, that's just how life is. Some people couldn't come up out of it with a better appreciation of just being able to grind, just being able to move around and
Right.
utilize things. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't do that, but a ton of people did. Like, and that shit was respect. Like, and I heard somebody talking about like the pandemic did this, and I was like, damn, like, did it? That did that to you? I mean, I know it's happening, but I'm like, damn, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like, I was in the, I was over there. I was buying sewing machines. I was buying
Girl,
cricket machines. I was buying
that's
everything. Like, I was like, I'm ready to try some shit. Like, I'm ready to,
pushing.
I'm ready to make it shake.
Right. Right. Right.
Who ain't? I I go out this bitch and fix my car if I have to. Change my oil. I put a doorknob on my bathroom. Like, so
Girl, I put a whole dresser together. I done put a whole dresser together from scratch. I was like, I don't need no assembly. It done fell apart now, but it lasted for a couple of months.
that's right. You know what to do next time.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. Um, but no, this was a great interview. Super dope. I'm so glad I got a chance to like kick it with you and talk to you. Ain't nothing like genuine conversation, genuine kick it. That's the whole MO of what I'm doing, you know. So outside of this, when I see somebody, you know what I mean? What's happening? You feel me? Like, I need that all black with the, you know what I'm saying? But I'm super proud of you. I'm excited for you. Because like I said, the honest truth is everybody who, and I'm not saying this because of me, I'm not saying because it's nothing, but like the people who came on my platform thus far who have like manifested, I literally can go down the line. Everybody who have been on my podcast is like they shit is jumping because it's like they came on here, it's like they put it out there, they manifested, and it's all been genuine. You know, everybody got a genuine want to be successful, and
Right.
it's jumping. Like my timeline be jumping. I'm like, damn, like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's divine,
Right.
and like I see it for you. Like
Thank you.
it's there for you. So one more time. Oh no, you got any questions for me? I always ask. Anybody got, you got questions for me?
How did you start your podcast? Like what made you want to do a podcast?
Okay, so I was like, listen, it's time for me. Like, I need this clothing line to jump. Like, I really wanted it. I wanted it so bad. So my partner Zaki, he down in Atlanta now. He been like, he got his podcast is jumping. Like, he been doing for a long time. So I hit him. I'm like, man, just tell me. Like, and it wasn't even about the podcast. I was just like, tell me what I can do, um, to gain followers. Like, as far as people wanting to buy my clothes or whatever. He was like, man, Lex, you got to do something to grab their attention. You know, you got to do something so people can really want to buy your stuff. So he gave me like a rundown of different stuff. And he was like, he said some podcast, like he ran at a whole bunch of stuff. So when he said podcast, I was like, I'm not a talker. I'm not a people person. How will I be able to do this? So I'm like, well, I want to learn. So let me see. You know what I'm saying? So I instantly go get it by Getitlex Motivational Mindset. That came to my, that was the first and only name I ever thought about.
Right.
No bullshit. The first name, never changed it, never thought about changing it. Then I talked to my photographer. I was like, man, could you come on my podcast? Like, I'm trying to do this podcast because I really want to learn. I want to see if I can, like, learn from people. I want people to want to talk or whatever. So the first interview, I was hit. Like I ain't had no eyelashes on. I was like, looked like I just woke up. I he came on there. This girl Leash came on there with her beard butter. Like a couple of people I just knew from around just being out. And I ain't know what. I still ain't watched nobody podcast. I still ain't researched nobody. I just went on Amazon, bought my microphones, bought a sound box, hooked it up, got my backdrop ordered, and I did one interview, then I did another one, then I did another one, and then people started hitting me like, can I come on your podcast? I was like, shit, hell yeah, And then people start hitting me like, man, Lex, I really like what you're doing. Like, I really need it. I'll go and I'll read people's comments under the interview, and they'll just be like, I needed this. I need to hear this. I was like, word? Okay, let me do some more. So then it was just like, once I started seeing people tell me they needed to hear that type of stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put that to the back burner. We're gonna push it to the back. And now that's just what it is. It's just like this. I feel like this is my purpose right now. I feel like I'm doing it for the people who need people. Like it's tons of little kids, it's tons of young adults that don't have parents that know anything. Not even that they don't know anything, it's that they might be consumed with work all day, or they might have just been on the same job for 30 years, so they don't know about what you need to do on social media to promote your business. They don't know none of that. So this is the platform for people who are hungry to learn, to go look at everyday people that are making shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Or people who didn't been down in the system that came up out that shit and meant they weren't going back. And they doing something they like. People need to see that, because that shit happens. This what goes on this podcast happen every day.
Right.
So that's what it is.
I know that's right. Was definitely salute to you. Big salute to you.
I mean, I'm doing what I'm doing, and because it's genuine, I know it's gonna do something. It's gonna do whatever it do. It's gonna do something. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep letting the people hear these wonderful stories, getting to meet y'all.
Right.
And like I said, I was speaking at an event the other day. I was like, it's nothing like getting to know the person that you ready to spend money with.
Yeah.
Because if I'm talking to you and you nasty, I'm not gonna want to spend money with you.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but when somebody get to know your personality, hear you laughing, they hear you joking, they like, oh hell yeah, like let me go see what she got. That draw genuine people to you that want to support you, that don't know you. So that's it. Like that's my goal. I want everybody to flourish. I want to build genuine connections with people where I can be like, hey, shoot me a sweatsuit. I gotta go out this weekend. I'm coming to pick it up.
I gotta give me a GoGetit shirt too. I want the one with the face on it.
Girl, I don't know. And that was my thing too. I was so discouraged. Like I couldn't find a manufacturer. I couldn't do none of that. So I was just like, I'm gonna put this on pause, so that way when I'm talking to these people, they can put me on. Like, show me which way to go. And it was a dude I interviewed last week. I interviewed him last week, and he was just telling me all types of stuff. I was supposed to call him Friday actually to for him to tell me more about the manufacturers and stuff, because he open book. He was like, anything you want to know, I'll tell you. And that's what I'm looking for. Like, you can encounter people who doing good but are hesitant to give you knowledge. They're very hesitant because they don't want to feel like you're succeeding above them.
Say that again, because a person do not want to see you doing better than them. No, you can't, like, if a person, I done seen plenty of people that got like a maybe like an item, or when I was doing my outfits, I was trying to get the outfits with like the like En Vade. I want to En Vade like written all over it. I was like how Milano had it, but I could not figure out like the name of the design, or what do I say to go to a manufacturer and say, okay, I want my ass like this. But I was hitting people up, like, what I'm saying, what's the name of this design, or who did this? But people don't want to give up their resources, but they be quick to ask you, oh, well, where you get the outfits from, or who did your logo, or stuff like, nah, it don't work like that.
It don't. But listen, if you do need any type of information, this dude Tim Jones, I interviewed him a week ago. He got 4 or 5 shoes that came out under his brand. He got sweatsuits. He got sweatsuits, sweatshirts. He got all that stuff, and he's an open book. His name is Tim Jones, and he's doing something with Tim Jones. He doing something with Macy's right now too. When they come down his clothes, I mean, he got all types of stuff. I'm talking about shoes though. That's that he named that he designed. Italian leather. One of his shoes is the face of whoever designed it. It's the face of their company or whatever. Like they made his shoe the face of their company. Like it's super super dope. He's doing a lot of things. Chris Giles too. That's another one. He just dropped a shoe. He dropped 2 shoes. He from the South. He had a billboard with all his stuff up there.
That name sound familiar.
Yeah, he got a ton of stuff. So if you ever need an outlet to find a manufacturer or to get the things that you don't know how to get, then let me know, because I can give you these people information and they'll tell you whatever you need to know when it come down to that kind of stuff.
Okay.
They'll definitely tell you.
When we get off here, can you send me that Facebook page, because I'm gonna forget you?
I sure will. I sure will. And once you hit them, just tell them I've sent you over there to them, and they'll give you all. They'll give you the key.
That's cool.
And they interview up here too. They was talking about it on their interview. So, yeah, that's a part of networking too. So
yeah, ready to say that. I was literally just ready to say that that's part of networking too. Like, even if it ain't in another state, like, because even though Richmond's small, it's a lot of people that I know, but it's a lot of people that I don't know. You know, it's anywhere.
And these people comfortable in their lane. Like they know, dude. Like he told you, like, man, what's for me is for me. So it's me helping you, that ain't hurting me at all. You know, me helping anybody is not hurting me. Like they secure in what they doing, and that's the type of people I love. Like I love to deal with them.
Yes.
Deal with those type of people. So no question. Once we get off here, I'm gonna send you all the information you need, and hopefully by because production or whatever. But hopefully before this winter time over, you'll have that prints, that set. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So
right.
But it's a wrap for us.
Thank you.
Go ahead and tell the people one more time where they can reach you at, your social media handles.
Okay, so y'all can reach me on Instagram at EN_VADE_designs. That's actually my business page. Y'all can reach me on Facebook at Lady LADI space Weezy. That's gonna be a business page, but you only can like or follow that page. And y'all can also reach me at lifesize_Weezy on Instagram. That's me. Y'all gonna see me.
So shout out to you, man, on all your hard work, everything you got going on. Ain't nothing but pressure. It's up. We already know what time it is. Like I said, I'm gonna send you everything you need so you can get what you want. You ain't got to ask too many people. That shit is a lot from here on out. I'm also gonna send you your YouTube interview, the link to your YouTube, so you can have that as well. And you can go on my page to GoGetit LLC, and you can share your interview. I'm gonna be sharing it once we hang up anyway, so people can go ahead and tap back into that. And next week I'm gonna post certain little clips on TikTok, Instagram, and so people all over Instagram will be able to see. I mean, TikTok will be able to see you. My Instagram people will be able to see you, and we just gonna flood this shit up with your interview because it was super dope.
Go get it, Lex. Shout out to the females. Shout out to the males too, because we ain't gonna leave the males out. But yeah, shout out to the females. Shout out to Go Get It, Lex. Shout out to my family. Turn up.
And it's up. So it's a wrap for us. Shout out to you, man. Much success. I'm gonna be seeing you. We're gonna be in the same room real soon. It's all good.
Right. I ain't worried about it.
All right.
I already know.
Thank you.
Bye, boo.